Good morning and welcome to my winter writing routine. So it is 5:57 and I just woke up. I put my little comfy on, which is my writing uniform, if you will. And I'm going to turn these lights on, go get some coffee, have breakfast, and then get ready to write for the day. So I got my coffee and my cereal, so I'm gonna eat some breakfast. And while I do that, I have my plotting notebook. And what I need to do is create this matrix, this little grid for the second chapter. So I just kind of have it like set up, but I need to fill in the blanks because that really helped me yesterday, and I got like 800 words by just following the steps of setup, action, conflict, reaction, reflection, choice, and new decision. So that's my plan. I'm going to write that out while I eat my breakfast, and then it'll be time to get to the computer and actually put these words on paper. So time check, it is 7:14. I got ready for the day. So what I'm going to do, I got about 15 minutes before I need to take Tux out to go to the bathroom, is I have 4 boxes filled out. And with that, I don't know how I want the chapter to end because I need it to be the end of the day and then start of like the inciting incident, which kind of isn't as exciting, if you will. It will be where the detective comes and just tells Emma, be like, hey, this happened, which is supposed to happen in chapter 3, which is my inciting incident beat. But I don't know if I want to put that introduction in chapter 3 or keep it at the end of chapter 2 and just do a scene break. Which I think I'm actually going to move those 2 into chapter 3. So what actually this chapter doesn't, there's the scene and sequel. This chapter is mainly going to just be the scene part and not the sequel, so it won't really have the emotional aspect. It's more action based. So, but I might, go back and add more to it because it's going to be a really, really short scene. Which technically, I could add it to chapter 1, but I feel like chapter 1 is kind of complete where it is. So it's just going to be kind of a really short chapter. But let's do dictation. I'm opening up Otter AI, which is where I use dictation. It seems to be the best for me. I really wanted to use the OpenAI's Whisper, but I don't know, my computer, it's too like, I don't know. I couldn't get it to work, like to program it right. But anyways, let's go do dictation and see how many words it turns out to be. Emma finished making the chocolates, and as she finished cleaning up her workspace, she went to the back storage area to grab the green food dye. She decided to give them the whole bucket, not knowing how much they need, since beer was very different than a cream filling that went into a chocolate shell. Emma grabbed the white bucket and said goodbye to Lily and her employee Tiffany as she headed out the door. It was a beautiful spring day in the town of Woodsville. The grass had started to sprout after the cold winter in the Pacific Northwest, and even the bulb flowers of tulips and daffodils, irises, started making their way up to the surface. The sky was clear, and Emma looked up as she walked down the few businesses to the pub. Pulling on the old wooden door, it creaked, and instantly she got a waft of stale, musty, with a hint of hot smell. For the time of day, Emma was surprised by how many people were at the pub. It wasn't like Woodsville was a large town, but there were tourists year-round due to the seasonal holiday activities that Woodsville prided themselves into. Emma noticed a man at the bar, and it seemed like he was having a rough day. He had shaggy blonde hair that was starting to gray. There was a couple of guys that looked to be in the construction business laughing and having a good time in one of the back booths. As Emma made her way up to the bar, the guy that looked to be having a bad day started moaning and waking up from his sleep as his head was on the wooden bar top. Blah! He yelled and flung his arm, causing his near empty pint glass to fall on the floor. As the glass shattered. Okay, I finished writing, and we have 609